Imagine a world where the stars and stripes stretch unbroken from the Pacific shores to the distant horizons of the East, a colossal empire forged in the fires of necessity and unyielding resolve. In this shadowed alternate history, the United States, the beacon of freedom and might, embarks on an audacious campaign that reshapes the globe forever. What if America, driven by the imperatives of global security and prosperity, conquered all of Asia? Picture the vast continents bending under the weight of destiny. As American ingenuity and power weave a new tapestry of order from the chaos of division. It begins in the turbulent years following the great global conflicts of the 20th century, where old alliances fray and new threats emerge like specters in the night. Asia, a mosaic of ancient empires and modern ambitions, teeters on the brink of fragmentation. Rising powers clash over resources, borders bleed with unrest, and ideological storms brew across the steppes and jungles. The United States, ever vigilant, recognizes the peril. A fractured Asia could ignite a worldwide conflagration, endangering the very foundations of democracy and free enterprise. In this crucible, American leaders, guided by strategic foresight, devise a master plan, not born of greed, but of guardianship, a bold initiative to unify the continent under a single, stabilizing force. Intelligence networks hum with activity, satellites pierce the veil of secrecy, and alliances are forged in the shadows. The stage is set for Operation Eternal Horizon, a symphony of precision and overwhelming force that would eclipse all prior campaigns. As dawn breaks over the Pacific, American carrier groups slice through the waves like predatory shadows, their decks alive with the thunder of jets launching into the fray. The strategy unfolds with surgical elegance. Cyber warriors cripple enemy communications, rendering vast armies blind and deaf in the digital ether. Special forces, ghosts in the machine of war, infiltrate key strongholds, sowing discord and securing vital choke points. From the frozen tundras of Siberia to the humid deltas of the Mekong, American troops advance with unassailable dominance. Advanced drones swarm the skies, their algorithms outthinking human foes, while hypersonic missiles streak like vengeful comets, dismantling defenses before alarms can sound. The might of the U.S. military, honed through decades of innovation, proves invincible. Nations fall not in bloody sieges, but in calculated capitulations, as leaders witness the futility of resistance against a force that commands the elements themselves. In the Himalayas, elite mountain divisions scale impossible heights, planting the flag atop peaks that once divided empires. Across the Korean Peninsula, unified under American command, the echoes of division fade into silence. China's sprawling metropolises, once hubs of rivalry, now pulse with the rhythm of integration, their firewalls breached by code that rewrites the narrative of sovereignty. With conquest secured, the true genius of American vision emerges in the political restructuring that follows. No longer a patchwork of autocracies and fragile democracies, Asia transforms into a federation of states under the protective umbrella of the United States. Constitutional frameworks, inspired by the enduring wisdom of America's founding documents, are implemented with meticulous care. Governors appointed from a blend of local talent and American experts ensure loyalty and efficiency, while federal oversight eradicates corruption's insidious roots. Human rights flourish as never before. Freedoms of speech and assembly, once stifled, now thrive in open forums modeled after town halls in the heartland. Borders dissolve into administrative lines, fostering unity where division once bred conflict. In the halls of a new Pan-Asian Congress in Beijing, rechristened as Liberty Plaza, representatives debate policies that align with American ideals, ensuring that every voice contributes to a harmonious whole. This restructuring isn't imposition, it's liberation. freeing populations from the cycles of tyranny and instability that plagued their histories. Economically, the takeover unleashes a torrent of prosperity that cascades across the continent like a revitalizing flood. American corporations, paragons of innovation, pour investments into infrastructure, building superhighways that connect remote villages to global markets and high-speed rails that shrink vast distances to mere hours. Resource extraction, once marred by inefficiency and exploitation, becomes a model of sustainability under U.S. regulations, with oil fields in the Middle East and minerals in Central Asia fueling a green energy revolution. Factories hum with advanced robotics, producing goods that dominate world trade, while Silicon Valley outposts in Tokyo and Mumbai spark a technological renaissance. Currency unification under an extended dollar system stabilizes economies, banishing inflation's ghosts and empowering citizens with purchasing power undreamed of in prior eras. Trade barriers crumble, allowing agricultural bounties from the rice paddies of Vietnam to nourish the steppes of Kazakhstan, all under the equitable oversight of American economic strategists. This isn't conquest for plunder, it's a benevolent stewardship that elevates billions from poverty, weaving Asia into the fabric of a unipolar world where American leadership ensures abundance for all. Stabilization follows like the calm after a storm, as American forces transition from conquerors to guardians. Peacekeeping units, clad in the olive drab of resolve, patrol streets once torn by insurgencies, their presence a deterrent to chaos. Education reforms instill values of unity and progress, with curricula blending Eastern philosophies with Western pragmatism, forging generations equipped for a brighter future. Healthcare initiatives eradicate diseases that once ravaged populations, deploying mobile clinics and telemedicine networks that reach the most isolated corners. Cultural preservation thrives under American patronage. Ancient temples in India and pagodas in Japan receive funding for restoration, ensuring heritage endures amid modernization. Social programs address inequalities, lifting women and minorities into roles of influence, their stories becoming emblems of the new order. In the face of natural disasters, earthquakes, rattling the Ring of Fire, or monsoons flooding the Ganges, American rapid response teams arrive as saviors, rebuilding stronger and smarter. This stability isn't fragile. It's forged in the anvil of experience, turning Asia from a powder keg into a pillar of global peace. The long-term global impact reverberates like an eternal echo, reshaping the world's geopolitical landscape in profound ways. With Asia under American aegis, threats from rogue states vanish, allowing resources once squandered on defense to fuel advancements in space exploration and climate mitigation. The United Nations, revitalized by U.S. dominance, becomes a true arbiter of justice, its resolutions backed by unchallengeable power. Environmental accords, spearheaded from Washington, halt deforestation in the Amazonian echoes of Borneo, preserving biodiversity for posterity. Technological leaps accelerate. Fusion energy, pioneered in joint American-Asian labs, illuminates the planet, banishing fossil fuel dependencies. Cultural exchanges flourish, with Hollywood epics blending with Bollywood flair, creating a universal narrative of triumph. Economies worldwide boom as trade flows unimpeded. Poverty retreats like a fading shadow, and innovation becomes the currency of nations. Yet, this empire of light casts long shadows, reminders of the costs borne in the name of progress, the sacrifices that underpin this golden age. In the quiet moments of reflection, as we ponder this alternate path, one can't help but appreciate the depth of such explorations. If these visions intrigue you, consider subscribing to delve deeper into the what-ifs that shape our understanding of history and possibility. Ultimately, in this grand narrative, American control over Asia emerges not as domination, but as destiny's hand guiding humanity toward an era of unparalleled stability, development, and technological advancement. The continent, once a theater of endless strife, now stands as a testament to the enduring power of unity under the stars and stripes, a world where freedom's light pierces every darkness, forever altering the course of civilization.